It's the Guapo Show with your host, Guapo. Tonight's guests are Hervé Estrada, Paul Banky, Lou Valenzuela, and Kurt Scobie.
Good. So what we have here is Hervé Estrada, one of the most respected matchmakers in the sport of boxing, currently the PBC matchmaker, has matched mostly all the champions in the state of California nationwide over the past 20 years, and he's an established cutman and trainer at an AV Boxing Club in Palmdale, California. So Hervé, here you are. We appreciate your time. Tell us what's going on with PBC the next couple of weeks, months, whatever you want to tell us about, and we appreciate you coming on. But before you start, I have one question. Me and Paul Banky are always trying to get shout-outs and interviews for people. Who's the bigger pain in the ass, me or Paul Banky? Tell the truth.
Hey, I'm staying out of that one, man.
All right. I thought you were going to say me, but all right, maybe he's worse than me. I feel good, though. That's fine.
You're both cool, man. You're both cool, man. I love you too, man. So, hey, what I got going is on the 5th, I have the fight in Texas, Garcia versus Spence. And then from then on, then right a week after, I have, I don't even know who's fighting in Connecticut, but I have that, what the hell is the name of that casino there?
Uncasville. It's Uncasville. The Mohegan Sun or
the Mohegan Sun.
Yeah,
the Mohegan Sun. I got 2 shows there, so I'll be stuck there for 2 weeks. Then I come to LA and do 2 shows here, and then that's the end of it for me until the 26th or 28th of December. And then I get the new schedule for the year to come. You know what I mean? But I am so blessed, man. That all this work that I have with PBC right now in TGB, they're beautiful people to work for, man. They know the ins and outs of boxing. They know how to treat people, how the people wants to be treated. You know, they want to be treated the same way they treat others. You know what I mean? So that's really cool, man. They have very respectable promoters, and I love working for them, man. You know what I mean? I've been them for a long time, and they're really family to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you earned all of it because your reputation, you get things done. Even when a couple times in the past, you and I tried to match Anissa, it's impossible when she's coming up. You found people, you're reasonable, you're honest, you come there, you get things done. So they knew what they were doing when they brought you on, because you make things happen and there's no drama with some of the other people. But absolutely. So Paul Banky, you want to ask Hervé anything?
No, we're in New York. We were in New York.
Oh, exactly.
Hervé, we were in New York a couple of times. We went to New York 3 or 4 times. We see you after the PBC fight. We see you running around. We came up to us. We also see you running around with the matchmakers. I mean, the promoters. You walking around with the boxers. We see you all over. So it's like, man, look at her. You're out there ringing your floor. We see you floating all around. And it's like, damn, I'm happy for you, Hervé. I'm glad you're back working again. I know you're about for a minute. And I'm a big fan of yours. You know that, Hervé. And I said, love the way I've been in your gym. Yeah, a beautiful gym. Probably one of the best gyms I've been, because John Ruska had my line. His gym is clean.
I gotta go see this. And
then John, what I'm saying, clean. The pictures, you go to Fred Rose's gym. You go to Fred Rose's gym. Picture here, his gym pictures are all nice and neat. It's clean. He has a lot of champions. It's nice gym.
Lou, you have any questions for Hervé while we got him?
No, not really. It's hard to ask questions when you see everything online.
Yeah, we know everything's happening, but
you know what? But thanks for giving me the opportunity to be on this site, man. That was really cool, man.
Anytime you want to come on, you have something to tell people about or whatever, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. You can always come down. Okay, Hervé? Thank you for taking the time.
Real quick. Every time you do camera, you're in, you go, Paul, I'm in the bubble. You video camera, you go, look at he showed me his room. Man, like, dude, you got a 4 or 5-star hotel room. I'm in jail. That's a nice looking jail. You got food taken.
I know, right?
That's a beautiful jail. You got TV, you got cable, you got to pay for. Come on, that's a blessing, bro. You got a good job, man, brother. I want to be like you.
Take a look at this little office. Take a look at this office.
Let's see. Meticulous. Look at that. Yeah. You could use like a level to see everything. The posters are all like perfectly straight. That's ridiculous. It's like sterile. You won't get COVID in there. It's like you scrub it before you had to scrub it. Look at that.
Nice.
Only thing wrong with that whole thing is I don't see any pictures of me or Paul Banky anywhere.
Hey, wait a minute. Who's that?
That's even worse. It's Paul Banky. I don't see any of me now. I'm going to get you a picture.
Bro. That's Paul Banky right there.
There you go.
Anyways, hey, there's pictures of you guys here. I just gotta find them. But there's a big gym. There's a lot of pictures, man. Hey, I love you guys. I'm gonna have to cut it short, but hey, I hope to see you guys soon, eh?
Take care. Be safe. Be safe, Herbie. Be safe, bro. Be safe. We love you, dog.
I love you. Bye.
Thanks, Herbie. All right, so now we have the problem is the fact that we don't have Zach, and we're going to talk about. Oh no, what is wrong with this?
Somebody's coming up.
Zach can't get on. She can't get on the camera.
It's his internet connection, huh?
Yeah, ask me.
That's
you know
terrible.
what? He's where Angel's at, and she got bad connection where she's at too.
Does he have like home Wi-Fi? He could link into that, or it's the same thing.
I don't know.
All right, so hey, Mike, can you hear us?
Where's Mike at? Where's Mike at?
Mike, can you come back on the screen?
Mike.
There he is. But it's not him,
Mike,
though.
Nobody wants to see my face.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Yeah, come back. And we lost Louis. There you go.
Mike,
got to be internet connections.
Okay, so
that was her restaurant, Mike. Her restaurant, he works with Al Heyman. Al Heyman is the PBC. I mean, to have that name like that and to be with those people, man, he got that cloud. He got good.
And another thing, it's Duarte Boxing, not Durante.
Oh, Duarte. Okay, sorry.
Duarte, Duarte.
I'll change that out.
Okay, so we're waiting. Venezuela, Paul Benke, Zach Attack. We need back. All right, let me introduce Paul Benke. All right, so Paul Benke. Let me tell you this right now, Paul Benke. So you won the WBC Super Bantamweight title on April 23rd, 1990. You beat Daniel Zaragoza, who was definitely the best fighter in that weight division. And I'll tell you this. If you could have a dream sequence from a movie, you won the title at the Fabulous Forum. Jimmy Lennon Jr. was the ring announcer. Chick Hearn did the play-by-play, local broadcast, and you pretty much had probably everyone you knew is there in the arena because it was so local for you. That is literally like something in a movie. So you want to give your thoughts on that briefly?
No, it was a great fight. You know, I made history on that fight. That's 30 years ago. You know, it's a blessing. You know, thank God for that because it made me the person I am. You know, Louis' brother. Louis was with me all the time. Upcoming. Louis' brother is the one trained me. You know, Victor. He trained for a fight, but he trained me coming up at my amateur fights. All my box I did was Louis' brother, so I brought it with me as a professional. And Louis always been in all my fights most times as a form. And no, it's a blessing, to be in the form. You know, Louis always trained people. You know, see, Louis got more ring experience than I do.
Let me introduce Louis. Let me introduce Louis now. So Louis Valenzuela is the boxing trainer that loves working with kids out of Duarte Boxing Gym. He coached the region. He was a assistant coach on the Region 14 boxing team that featured Sinisa Estrada and Jesse Magdalena. He met Paul and Zach, who were having difficulties getting on at the Azusa Boxing Club, run by his brother and father. And he's actually right now the assistant coach of Pat Manuel, who's the first transgender boxer who had a win. I believe only had the one pro fight, right, Louis?
Yeah.
But that's pretty accomplished. You're right, Paul. I mean, he's been around forever and ever and ever. And I mean, you had a bunch of world champions, like you had Paul and Zach. I know guys who've been in the business for 60 years. They never had one thing guy fight for a world title, let alone two world champions come from the gym. And, that's always a good thing. And I have a little surprise for you guys. I want to bring someone on other than Zach because I had a feeling someone's going to have like technical difficulties. So we'll get this guy.
Louis also was a girl named Rhonda that became world champion.
Who?
Rhonda.
Oh, yeah. Rhonda Luna, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
she's a world champion too.
Let me talk a little bit what's about to happen. So the guy that's going to come in a second. So Paul Benke knows I was managing fighters in California, and I had been doing some shows and stuff like that. But the goal was to come back to New Jersey, open a gym, work with the youth again, and get back into maybe like another day job, just to have like a hobby of boxing. I was stressed out of it. So then one day Louis texted me and he said he needs a favor. He has a fighter and he wants me to hook him up out here on the East Coast. He had come from California where he built quite a reputation, was a good fighter. I'll let Louis give the background with him. Let me see what's taking him.
So you want me to start how I met Kurt's coach?
Yeah, go ahead. Start talking. He can edit this all, so just Start telling stories. He'll pick the best ones to throw them together. It looked like we never had these other side talks.
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right, here's somebody.
I am not editing anything. This is amazing.
What do you mean? No, you got to edit it.
No way. This is beautiful, and I love.
No, it's not. You got to edit this. This is ridiculous. We're all over the place. All right, so Paul Benke. I'm gonna call Kurt. I'm gonna call Kurt and be like, what the hell? Oh, there he is. I was about to call you. Say, what the hell are you doing? So anyway, that's Kurt. So I'm gonna blame you, Kurt, for me being back into the business end of boxing. Thanks to and Louis gets the blame first. Paul Benke gets the other blame for telling me how good you are. So now I'm stuck back in this mess again. But here's Kurt. Louis, start the story. Paul Benke got some good stories about Kurt. He knows Kurt a little bit. And let's talk about Kurt. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead. Louis, start. Or Paul, whoever. Or Kurt.
I think Kurt was from Duarte, where I'm from growing up. What's up, Kurt?
What up, baby? What up? What up? How are you?
And a stud football player. I went to watch him in the Junior All-American. But how old were you? 12 or 13 when you first joined?
I would want to say I think it was 11.
11? Yeah, you
11,
stopped me at 14, right?
Right.
So he was him and a couple other kids joined around the same time. Those guys were studs. I mean, they were actually running our gym. I guess you could say. There's always somebody that's gonna take off, and him and Johnny Alvera, those two guys were like, they were it back then when they were like 12, 13, 14 years old, and Scooby picked it up quick. Scooby's a great athlete. So he picked up the sport very well. It just happened to be that he was a football player. And as you know, football players need to gain weight and get muscle and gain weight. So when he got to the high school level, it's kind of like when he focused on football and stopped boxing. So, but it's a great comeback story after playing college football and leaving boxing for like what, 8-9 years?
Yeah, it was 8 or 9 years. 8 or 9 years.
You came back in a big way though. You won the California Elite. You were undefeated in the tournament in 2019, and then I guess I don't really know how. Paul Benke actually told me about Kurt before Louis, because Paul Benke can't keep a secret, and then he told me about. So Paul, how do you know Kurt?
Because I met Kurt from the Duarte gym in Louis Sample. And I saw a picture of him. He was like this big as Louis back then. He was like Louis back then, 14 years old. And then so I saw him. And then Louis like, Paul, and Victor and Louis were like, Paul, man, you grew with Jaime McGee, giving Jaime McGee a workout. I said, what? Are you serious? Now, Jaime McGee is a champion. He was giving a workout. Yeah, man, he's taking it to him. I said, man, you got to be badass. You don't do that. And they kept on talking. Now, Kurt, I'm a big fan. Watch your Instagram stuff. Man, dude, you badass running into New York. I love who. I don't know who does the commercial. The video like you're running for Nikes or something, man. They got awesome run to the city of New York. Dude, that's bad professional work. You work your ass out, body's chiseled down. The damn dog that you all cut up, man. You can fight too. Yeah, you can fight. Then you can fight. You get skills. Man, I'll become a champion. I'll become a champion right there.
And he'll be the other one out of Duarte. You'll have a third champion out of Duarte, and that's where we all tie in together. So, Kurt, go ahead. Tell us what's going on with you now. So you moved to New York. You have one pro fight. You have a big future, we all think. So what's going on? How happy is Kurt?
I'm more than happy. There's a lot that has been going on and a lot of positivity. And I came to find out that that negativity always clouds the judgment of your mind. So I'm very happy that I had Louis and I had Paul. I have everybody in Duarte watching, and that's always supporting me and pushed me to be who I am now today. And Louis, I remember the stories, man, with the old Jeep. Yeah, the old Jeep brought us back some great memories, man, where he used to always load up the Jeep and then all take us all home. And yo, I remember there was times where Louis would be cracking up jokes in the Jeep where it was me, Johnny. It'd be like four or five of us packed inside of a Jeep. And Louis would just still take us home no matter what after the gym. It would be like 8 o'clock, and he'd be taking us to the most dangerous parts of town, and still doing it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, like, as I grow up, like, Louis had the plug, Paul had the plug, everybody had the plug in Duarte and how to move there, and everybody knows that Duarte is a great place, but then it all could be a dangerous place. But as long as you surround yourself with some good people, man, that's all that matters, man. And it's always a good place to be when you're great with great people, you know.
So when Louis called me, we got you hooked up as he wanted to. So now you're working with Don Saxby at Gleason's, who I have nothing but respect for. So tell us how that's going.
Oh, it's going amazing. You know, I'm just picking up the things that he's telling me to do, and just being an athlete that I need to be. You know, and just being humble in this business. You know, because a lot of people will just become big headed because of the fame and all that. But you know, like Louis said, I've had that platform of being who I was because of football, but now I've learned just to, you know, sit back and just enjoy the ride a while. You know, everything plans out by itself. You know.
Yeah, you gotta keep working hard.
Well, it's funny that it's funny how I just seen Scooby had moved to New York or whatever, and I didn't know. I just saw that he moved, but I didn't have no idea he went over there without a trainer, without a coach, without any connection. And down and said, "Hey, Scooby, are you gonna box over there? Yeah, you know anybody?" He goes, "I don't know nobody, coach. I don't know anyone. You have any hookups?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "What?" Instead of texting back, he called me. Hey, what do you got? You know, it's like, whoa, what? Yeah, and he was like, who is it? Blah blah blah. And I said, I met him through Paul Banky's, you know, manager type thing, you know. And
I get fired and hired. I don't ever know what to deal with that is, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, you don't understand, Louis. I swear, I promise you. I was on I was gonna go home on I think Friday. I was on a Wednesday. I'm like, man, like if I don't find a coach, trainer, a place to be, I'm going back to California.
What?
Well, as soon as I talked to Louis, it was like everything put into place. I'm like, damn, I called Louis, what's up? I need help. You know, but you know, I just kept praying, and then Louis just came out of nowhere like always. All he needed was a Jeep, and now you know it's Louis back in the day.
Hey Kurt, you also sound with John and Daniel Gonzalez. Daniel, good people. I love Daniel. Daniel Gonzalez, and he's a boxing writer too. He does the writing for himself in the past, and you got a good connection with Dan. And you know what? I'm kind of upset right now at one thing: this damn coronavirus. Because you know, right now you're ready to blow up and go places. The coronavirus
the thing is the coronavirus.
Well, thank you. How about me? He's not lucky to have me.
Oh, thank you. But but I'm saying you're firing right on your spot, good spot, and this coronavirus down, keeping you down right now. You're ready to burst out, my brother. I can't wait till that happens.
The plan is to get him out there. I'm telling you right now, the plan is to move him in California because I know he could sell more tickets there. So I need Ed Holmes. I need Chuck over there at the OC Hangar to get rolling again, and even like other people. Yeah, I need those things. I'm gonna talk to Eddie Rodriguez, Hervey, whatever I got to do. But I've been in contact with all of them, and you know, like we know those guys for years and years. They trust us, so I'm gonna have to get him. I need to get Kurt in California to move the right way. We'll send Don with him, obviously, but maybe we throw Louis in the corner and Paul Banky or whatever we got to do. But I really got to get him out there because I know I can move him better there. And I've been out of the loop on the West Coast a little. I mean, the East Coast a while when I was Paul Banky and Louis been to my shows. They know I put shows together and everything like that. But I made good connections. And like guys like Hervey Estrada and Eddie Rodriguez and Chuck Bosecker, you trust them. They always do you right. And then you know you're going to get a fair shake. I feel very comfortable sending him out there with you two guys, especially Louis. I mean, Louis, I owe Kurt to you, basically. And then a roundabout way to Paul. But anyway, so the goal is to get him out there. And that's the plan. And I know for a fact, like Paul's saying, out there, we can move him way easier and the right way. And then even you guys can scout opponents, the local gyms. It's much easier out there. You bring guys up from Mexico or guys from other gyms we can match it with. It makes everyone's life easier. Here, it's like a crapshoot, in my opinion. And me and Kurt was talking about this. When I left New Jersey years ago, when I got to California, I thought people in California were like laid back and lazy, and here they were go-getters. When I came back, it switched. The California people are definitely positively go-getters, and here nothing happens. They're like, you got a lot of people are gonna do this, gonna do that, but it doesn't happen over there. They say there's gonna be a show with a fight. Ed Holmes and like Chuck and Hervey, they're reliable as anything. Like if they say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Here, guys outright lie on the phone to you about this one's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. It's not even in the plan.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
John, you Google who puts more fights on. Sure, Vegas put big fights on. New York put big fights, but California, Los Angeles, California,
100%.
Sometimes they put 3 fights on one night. One night, Golden Boy, D-Bash, don't make sense. You have 3 fights in one night. You gotta love here in boxing. You gotta separate. You should separate. I wouldn't fight the same night.
Yeah, but the problem, Paul, you gotta submit the date to the commission before you know what else there is, and they might tell you there's one. But I did a show at one time, and I had a Thompson show and a Golden Boy show the same night. You gotta hope you got ticket sellers on your show that can sell their 60 to 100 tickets so you can make money. And like on that kind of show, Golden Boy's a different level, but like the Thompsons, they're a good promotion. They have Daniel Roman, they have good fighters, but they need to sell the tickets with the local guys. So you gotta have guys who can sell tickets.
Let me ask you, Scooby. Scooby, since you're with good Robert Alcazar and Jaime Magia, well, I mean, I don't know, but you got your foot in the door with them. When they fight, you should find an undercard. You think, right?
Yeah,
you know
we'll get them on anything. And like I said,
with the Jaime Magia fight, if he fights again, he fight an undercard. Robert Alcazar.
Hey, everything that John tells me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah, but Robert's not training him no more.
Oh, he's not?
No.
He's not. Who's training him?
Eric Morales.
Oh, that's right.
TJ.
Eric Morales took over Jaime Magia.
I forgot. That didn't happen.
Forgot about that. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all who Magia signed to Golden. He signed to Golden.
No, it does matter now because Eric Morales is different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely. You're right. It's a completely different story. Actually, I'm sorry. It does matter. Paul's right. It matters. I don't know what I was saying, but it does matter. But yeah, so Paul Behnke, like at the end of the day, you've seen you like Louis kind of gonna be biased because he was there from day one. But you told me about Kurt. I was out of it, and I was literally just gonna do Louis a favor, and then Paul Behnke. So Kurt, Paul Behnke sold me. I was gonna help you, but I wasn't excited about it. I couldn't say no to Louis, but Paul Behnke. So Paul Behnke, tell him like through all the good things you had heard about. You've seen him since a little kid. Why is that funny, Kurt? There's nothing funny about that.
Now let me tell you quick. I met him a few years ago. Let me tell you about Kurt. I'm more of a bigger fan now. I watch his Instagram stories. He got stories on his Instagram. Boy, man, I'm my language. Getting down, man. Getting down. Boy, you getting down, dog. I'm impressed. This shit's good, man. You do good shit, man. I wish my videos come out like that. My videos don't come out. I got walking dogs.
Go ahead, Louis. Tell us some more Kurt stories. You got some good Kurt stories?
I think it's the work so hard that I want my coach to tell me.
Well, Kurt puts every ounce of energy he has when he does something, and
yeah, that's clear.
Most of the great athletes do that. They put every ounce of whatever they can give. Let's for example, let's take the Golden Gloves he got into when he first came back. This guy wanted to train after he fought, and he had to fight the next day. And I would tell him, yeah, you need.
Paul Behnke. Are you peeing?
Kind of like,
No, I'm cooking.
What's he doing?
I'm cooking.
Okay, sorry.
He's cooking.
I'm cooking.
Yeah, no one has a urinal at their house. I forgot. I was thinking he had a urinal in his bathroom. He was standing up. I don't know what I was. But go ahead. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead, Lou.
That's all right. Paul loves deep, right, Paul? And anyway, so Kurt puts everything he's gotten into anything he does when it comes to sports. Well, we just lost him.
He'll probably be back.
He was training after he'd fight, wanting to make sure he's on weight, and he's kind of the guy that you actually need to pull back a little bit when he's training and fighting, because he puts so much effort, so much power.
He's back. There you are.
Talking about 110%.
There you go. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
No, he's got some kind of punching power. A little bit. I mean, initially, of course, like I saw some old footage. Believe it or not, I sent your footage to like Roy Jones and a few other, Mauricio Herrera. They both said you had a pro style. Don't waste any more time in amateurs. But no one had nothing but high praise for you when they saw it, and I was happy about it. And then even with Danny Gonzalez, I dragged him into it, and I pretty much showed him. He's like, yeah, what he looks for is like pretty much. He was watching your football stuff. He's like, yeah, he jumps a little higher than everybody. He runs a little faster. He's a little stronger than everybody else on the field. And once you have that, but you can get stronger, faster, jump higher, but you can't get hard. And I don't know anybody who wants it more than you do. Go ahead, Paul Behnke.
I wish Kurt was on when Hurley. PBC guy, Herbie Estrada, was on the matchmaker for PBC. And then you came on. The PBC, who worked for Al Heyman, he was on right now, Herbie Estrada.
Yeah, we had Herbie. You missed Herbie. He was at the gym. He was busy, but he said a few words. But no, like Herbie, if we, this is what happens with Herbie.
Herbie gets those two sets.
Yeah, well, Herbie. Here's the thing with Herbie. He probably gets 300 calls a week. Yo, Herbie, I got the next best thing. And one out of those 300 is, I never approach a promoter until I'm sure. And I've already reached out to promoters, put it that way. And I rarely reach out to promoters. And Paul Bank can tell you, maybe, I mean, I've had some decent fighters, but this is a different kind of fighter. This is Louis right.
Having Herbie and like Eddie Rodriguez and some of the other guys, it's a big plus. It's gonna help down the road when the COVID ends.
Yeah, you'll be very busy. And you'll be very, very busy in California.
I'll be ready for whatever you tell me to do.
All we want to do, I want to get you a fair shake, which I'm 100% sure we can get. And like along the road, we don't want to get you 20-0. We don't know if you could even fight. We want to like move you slowly. And I'm gonna definitely utilize Paul Banky and Louis to tell me opponents when I get you out there. They'll know the local scene, who's a good step up, so we get you a little better. You can't just look at box rec and look at a record. It means nothing. What if a guy's in all split decision losses? He could have won all of them, and he's 0-11. And then you have another guy knocked a bunch of guys out, who weren't even trying in 1 minute. So it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna definitely have to rely on Louis and Paul about opponents, because even matchmakers, their job is to make the fight, not make sure your guy wins or make sure it's the right step up. That's where our job has to come.
29-minute interview. I love it.
Right. What happened, Paul Banky?
29-minute interview. That's hard for me to do. And so if I do interviews,
I can't.
So Louis and Kurt, this is not me and Paul Banky's first time trying to do a podcast. Paul Banky got us fired. Was it once? Oh no, you got us fired once.
Kurt, one time we did a radio show, Kurt. The guys were over there. Was a big old. It was a professional. They had camera crews all around us. They had plugged up and everything. They had a window there. They had the sound and everything. And there were 3 guys there, camera lights on us. Me and John were on the phone. They were like waving at, "Hey, get off your phone! Get off your phone!" we were like. Then when we started talking, we were like, we jacked the whole thing out. We wasn't, man. We were like kicking out there. Like you guys
threw us off
do
the
it,
set on a live broadcast. And then another time we were over there, and I told Paul Bank, he's like, "Man, I get nervous. Sometimes I can't talk." We're on the radio thing with Charlie Perez, brought us to that guy over there in San Bernardino, and we're in the studio. We're getting interviewed, and for some reason, I got stage fright. I couldn't say a word, and Paul Banky was the one who thought he was going to get nervous. He took us through the whole interview. It was better than anything I could have ever done. It was when you got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And the third time, when he really got us fired, we were going to be on KMBC. He gets mad that we're not getting like a free lunch, or we had to drive an hour to do this like thing in a tent. So he gets me riled up. I call the guy doing the show. I'm like, "We ain't coming down there. No, there's no chance." He replaced
That was JC.
And we got replaced before we even didn't go down there. He had 2 other people, like I'm looking on Facebook, that already replaced us. He took all this stuff down with our pictures. So Paul Banky is like,
I got back on the radio show. He was off, and I got back on.
So he gets us fired. I see the show, it starts, and he gets his own segment and didn't get me back on, and he caused the whole problem. But anyway, the plan is I really want Paul Banky to be a big part of this, and Louis is welcome to come on. Anybody that comes on in the first few weeks, I want to come on a lot. So if any of you guys ever have something to talk about, come on. Go ahead, Paul.
You know what? Let me tell you real quick. When you get going, let me know what you got. I want to watch some more of this stuff. I know you don't do Facebook that much. Let me know when you fight. And I want to share your stuff. And let me know if I like getting an interview with you, okay? A Zoom interview or whatever, okay? Okay, I wish you the best, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get out of
You're leaving?
Got you guys.
Who's leaving?
I am.
Where are you going?
I got.
Huh?
Oh, you got the food on the stove. Well, just tell us what did you make? He didn't even tell us what he made. We'll know later. But anyway, so now Esco, we got Louis and Scooby back from the beginning anyway. So I guess just do some like closing words, Louis, Kurt, whatever you want to talk about, just tell us. And we didn't. Sorry for everyone out there. We couldn't get Zach Padilla on. We sent him the code and stuff like that to come on, but I think he had a slow internet, we think, and he just like was spinning, so he never got to make it on. We'll try to get Zach in the future. But so Louis and Kurt just have like a little conversation.
Yeah, well, you know,
you got nothing to say?
Everything's with the COVID going on. Everything's just on hold, and it just I just wish everybody would follow guidelines and let's get through this 2020 and COVID and get back to the norm, you know. And I know Scooby's type to get out of shape. Some of these fighters we have, I know, I see them on. We do virtual training because being a city, we're not open to the public yet. But I can see some of the kids; they look heavy. But I know Scooby's the one that he'll stay in shape. But some of this, you know, this pandemic is just this is the main thing to get through first.
Kurt, what do you have, like a pit bull in that house, or like a lion eating something? It sounds like someone has a dog eating like the lion eating like kittens.
What is that noise?
Yeah. You got a pet over there? You got a dog?
It's something.
I don't know. That's like staticky. I don't know what it is.
It sounds like a dog's eating or something like that. Someone's back.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I saw my little.
Who's this? Cross our fingers.
It's the phone. If you have, if you had headphones on, it probably would make it. But it's the mic and the sound going off at the same time.
Got you. So that's the producer, Mike, telling
I
you the
feel bad.
problem.
I kept muting you throughout it, so that way it wouldn't make that sound, and you'd be able to hear. But that's the only reason I was doing it. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. All right. So, anyway, before you guys say a little more, I want to mention Matthew's Arcade, which is a project with Mauricio Herrera. He makes custom video games. So everyone on Instagram, Matthew's Arcade, one word. And the phone number will be like, there'll be like a commercial probably before the show so you can rewind or whatever. But Mauricio's involved in it with a friend of ours, Marlon. But Mauricio, a great guy, great talent in boxing. And I really want some guys to buy some arcade games from him. So take a look at that. Matthew's Arcade, one word, 2 T's. Matthew's Arcade, 2 T's on Instagram, and get some good video games custom. Mine's special. He made me a special one where he's punching Danny Garcia in the face. So I love that one. But anyway, so Paul, you're back. So what did you get, Paul? What did you make to eat?
Mike, we're doing get a hold of me, Mike. Give me his information. As soon as I want to talk to Mike later on. Okay, Mike, I'm gonna get off again. Mike, thank you for everything, Mike.
You came back for that?
Yeah, well, I want to come back. Yeah. But Mike, I hear Mike hears me. I know you.
No, he can hear you. Yeah. Wait, Paul Banky, wait. What did you make to eat?
John, give me information. Give me information.
Of course. What did you make to eat, though? What did you make to eat?
Chicken soup.
Chicken soup? All right. Let us know how it is next time. All right. So you guys go ahead and say some final words, and we'll get out of here. Go ahead.
Scooby,
just go off.
Be patient. Scooby, just be patient with his career. Huh? Scooby, he wants to fight. He wants to fight tomorrow if he could.
I tell Kurt every day, just be patient. Honestly, it's a rough time.
Just to take the backseat on a lot of things.
Yeah, because this COVID
I don't really care because I'm using this COVID situation just to get better.
Yeah. Like it's only going to get better once this is over. Exactly, Kurt. Don't worry about anything. Like I said, we'll move you the right way. I have no concern with any of it, but you got to be patient during COVID times, okay?
Stay in shape. Stay in shape.
Yeah, stay in shape. Well, we don't got to tell him that. He works too hard.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you both for coming on. You're more than welcome anytime. You got something to talk about, come on, whatever. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, Scoop. All right, John.